Okay.
I was waiting for you to wear yourself out.
Bum bum. You were supposed to do the
sorry.
bum bum. You had one job.
Hello, gentle listeners.
Hello, everyone. I'm sure there's nothing gentle about it. I'm Cocky.
I'm Kay.
And you're listening to The Joy of Trek, where we're doing I'm sure we came up with a name for it sometime. We're doing a story reading.
Yes, we have another one.
You know, I was just thinking just what an amazing sort of treasure archive of our own is, because there are thousands, tens of thousands of stories like from various eras that have been archived here as well.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we've seen this before in some stories that that the chief has selected for us. They were originally like from other websites that
Right, and
existed
they've
like
been
in the
collated
90s.
on...
Yeah, and there's a sort of culture of respectful transplantation, right, where there's sometimes, when possible, like the authors are encouraged to do that themselves, but
Right.
when the authors can't be reached or, you know, no one can figure them out, then these collections are made on Archive of Our Own from sites that have gone down elsewhere.
So they maintain the archive, but still, mention original source and like attempted to contact the author, but that kind of stuff like that.
And it's all grassroots, right? It's people who do. It's not the Archive of Our Own like moderators or whatever.
No, it's just everybody. So it's nice when a place has a culture like that.
Yeah, right.
So we are doing a story called The Missing 5 Hours by Miss Inquisitive Sci-Fi.
And this is a story. Okay, I'm going to have to
I
zoom
was right.
Yes, Strange New Worlds is what it is. Christopher Pike, Christine Chappell, Number One, Laan, Spock, Nyota. Oh! This is based on the Elysian Kingdom.
Oh, that makes sense.
That was one of the ideas that I had for maybe that's a good way we can start these stories, because the Elysian Kingdom is also about telling a story.
Right, yes, it is.
And where they're, 5 hours, they sort of lose their memories of the events that happen when Dr. Mbenga is playing out the story.
Oh, what was that Monty Python joke again? It's like where the guy comes in complaining that he is suffering from, I don't know what it is, like incidental poetry or something.
Oh no, that sounds serious.
And then John Cleese goes like, oh well, you know, I used to be troubled by fairy tales. And like, oh, well, when was that? Well, you know, once upon a time.
All right, let me see the summary. You're late, very unlike you, Una probed. Oh, the summary has dialogue. Let's do this.
All right. I couldn't find a clean uniform. Mine were all suddenly covered in tiny hairs.
Tiny hairs?
Laan shrugged. Hell if I know where they came from, but my whole quarter seemed to be covered in dog hairs.
Pike leaned over the counter, elbows on the work surface. You don't think we have any unexpected passengers?
Or a missing scene where the crew catch up for dinner at the captain's and discuss strange anomalies after the missing 5 hours.
A note from the author, a little late writing this one. Episode 9 came along and completely threw my writing schedule. Yeah. Star Trek Strange New Worlds has this effect. It's not a show that you can comfortably binge because, like, the emotional whiplash of going from, we'll do a musical episode, and now we'll do a war trauma episode, and now we'll do a crossover with Lower Decks, and I need a neck brace from all the whiplash. Anyways, I wanted to write a little scene with most of the cast in, and I thought it would be fun if not everything was cleaned up so neatly after they exited the nebula. Also, this takes place before Number One has that chat with Dr. Mbenga.
Oh, yeah, it kind of makes sense that, like, well, not makes sense, but it would be funny if, like, there's dog hair left and there's, like, still all sorts of topiary in the corridors.
Oh, yeah. And several straight-up dead crew members.
Dr. and Mbenga finds some very peculiar things in his potions cabinet, you know. It's like, where did that come from? So.
And, let me see. Ortegas and Una find each other's particular shade of lipstick on unexpected places of themselves, because they knew each other quite well.
Quite well, yes.
Okay, so this is a dinner scene with multiple characters in it, which means, Kay, I need some commitment on character voices that we can share.
Good point.
All right. We don't have to do it for all of them, but I think like an important one is Spock. If Spock is present, which I would expect so.
I think he's mentioned, yes.
Now, do you want to do a Spock? And you can do anything you want. It doesn't have to be accurate, but I'll do what you do.
Okay. Ooh, I'll probably go for some clipped English voice or something. Maybe will that work?
Can you do a sample? Like, these are the voyages.
Ooh, that's a difficult one to do in Spock's.
Yeah, but you can make him. You want to make him
speak.
Scottish? You can do
Right.
that.
Oh, good point. Oh, let's see. These are the voyages of Star Trek Enterprise.
Oh, he's doing William Shatner sort
Yes.
of internet. These are the voyages of Star Trek Enterprise. Oh, and you can say censors in that way.
Oh, yes, very good. So, yes, let's go for that.
All right, I'm going to do La'an as a total chav.
Yeah. I hope I can do. I'm really
That's
bad at
Australian.
doing. Right, yeah, I know. I'm like.
No, have you ever heard Marina Sirtis, Deanna Troy's actor, speak normally?
No,
In her normal voice.
I don't think I do.
What about Rose from Doctor Who?
Rose. Oh, gosh, yes, I know, but I'm terrible at doing that kind of thing.
Okay, well, we'll just give it a try.
I'll just try to copy whatever you're doing.
All right. Captain Pike, definitely, yeehaw, yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Yeah, we'll do him like we did Crichton
John Crichton in Farscape.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, I think we've got these. We can figure out the rest as we go.
All right.
When you want to push a button, let's go to warp. Oh yes, and this is by Miss Inquisitive Sci-Fi. Ooh, pardon us for not mentioning the author's
I think
name.
I did say
that
that
thank
at the
you,
beginning, so yes.
All right. The roasted vegetables were perfect, caramelized and seasoned just the way he liked them. Chris gave the tray a shake and plopped it down on the counter with a satisfied smile. This was the last dish. Dinner was almost ready.
All that was missing was...
The door chimed.
Ah, that would be La'an.
Una let the security chief in, and La'an headed straight his way. Her lips were set in a straight line, and her arms and shoulders were as tense as steel rods. Chris took one look at her and began to pour a generous glass of wine. Ooh, I wonder if that's for her or for him.
He passed it over the counter to her.
Oh, there you go.
Ah, you look like you could use a drink.
The security chief grunted an affirmative, took the glass of wine, and gulped half the glass in one.
Damn, La'an wasn't messing around.
Una raised a perfectly manicured eyebrow, sharing a look with him. Pike shrugged and started to refill the wine decanters.
Wait.
Yeah, Una.
Yeah. What are we doing for her again?
Well, we hadn't decided on anything, so it's dealer's choice.
Ooh, let's see. You're late. Very unlike you.
Una probed. I couldn't find a clean uniform. Mine were all suddenly covered in tiny hairs.
Tiny hairs?
La'an shrugged. Hell if I know where they came from, but my whole quarter seems to be covered in tiny hairs.
Pike leaned over the counter, elbows on the work surface. You don't think we have any unexpected passengers?
No, Captain. The internal sensors were my first call. I called up Hammer to double-check the systems, but he couldn't find any abnormalities either. I've gone full Dickensian.
I guess so, yes. I bet he loved that, Annette deadpanned, swirling the red liquid in her glass.
Pike snorted and shook his head, returning to the herbs he was chopping. Just another clue, then.
A clue?
Una asked.
To what happened during the missing 5 hours? Chris sliced coriander leaves and then sprinkled the herb over the spiced potato dish. You've seen the reports of irregularities all over the ship. Things out of place, bruises and marks people have no knowledge of. There you go with the lipstick.
Yay! He stopped slicing as his brows knitted together to form a deep frown. I woke up in the cargo bay with what looked like rope burns on my wrists. Still can't remember what caused it.
Una looked at him in alarm. You didn't tell me about the burns.
He waved her off. They were minor.
I don't like it. Una's eyes narrowed and she rubbed her forehead in distress. It's bad enough losing time, but weird things keep popping up all over the ship.
Agreed. But I don't see what else we can do except stay vigilant. La'an's already had her people do 2 full ship searchers.
3, La'an interrupted, munching on a carrot.
When had she managed to get past his guard? He narrowed his eyes at the stolen food. La'an didn't flinch.
Slave driver, Una muttered.
La'an shrugged. We're missing 5 hours. I want answers.
Well, we're not going to find them waiting for this food to go cold. Grab a dish. Chris picked up 2 dishes and headed towards the dining table.
Dinner's ready, kids. He called out to the sitting area where Chapel, Uhura, and Spock were in deep discussion.
The kids all grabbed food and drinks and settled around the table in their usual spots. No one grumbled at the nickname, having heard it one too many times already.
Chris started to dish up the house salad, directing a question to the end of the table. How's everyone down in sick bay?
Christine pushed her hair out of her face, her lips pinched together. They're fine, but we have no idea why we keep finding people with arrow wounds.
Wow. Una had been about to eat a mouthful of greens, but held it just shy of her lips. Arrows? That wasn't in the report.
Well, we're not exactly sure they were made from arrows, seeing as there's no sign of any on board. But Dr. Mbenga called them arrow wounds, and you have to admit they look just like them.
Una mused, finally taking the bite she had postponed. She made a pleased noise, nodding to the food. This is delicious, Chris.
Pike smirked at the compliment, digging into his own plate with relish.
The sensors have been utterly useless, Una complained.
Spock returned the ladle to Captain's famous roast tomato soup. He tilted his head in thought. The lack of sensor data is data in itself.
Uhura shook her head, tapping the tabletop with one very long nail. That's so helpful. Thank you, Spock.
Christine snorted, covering her mouth to keep the soup inside.
You are welcome.
Chris shared a bemused smile with Uhura. Sarcasm was still often lost on the Vulcan.
Uhura, where on earth did you find those nails? Oh, that was Uhura we did earlier. Oh, no, never.
Oh, okay.
The first officer leaned over La'an to get a better look at the beautiful talons.
Of course, Una would notice the nails too. She had taken up a whole section of his bathroom with various nail varnishes and stickers. You know, just for when she ended up staying over to finish work. It made sense for her to have a few things here. They often had a lot of work to do.
Oh, this is implying that Una is staying over with Pike.
Pike, yes, I guess so, yeah.
All right. Further chatter snapped Pike out of that destructive thought process.
I woke up with them on. Uhura cleared her throat and bit her bundle. They probably hit a bit much, but I really like them.
Yeah.
Slave days is over. Make your own pie.
No, look, old-timey prospector is our safety net.
Yeah, sorry. I tried to go a female version of that. Like
What's the difference? They don't have any teeth.
That drug dealer from Weeds,
I don't know who you're talking
the
about.
lady from the beginning that she buys their weed from.
Oh, is she the same woman who is also like the daytime hooker in My Name is Earl?
Ooh, I don't know.
Takes a special kind of woman to be a daytime hooker.
It's been too long since I've seen My Name.
I tried everything, Earl. I even pulled out my good boob.
No, I don't think so. Anyway.
They're gorgeous, Una gushed over the design, easing Uhura's concerns.
Chris looked at the elegant nails and paused. There was something familiar about them that he couldn't quite put his finger on. He hated this feeling like something was missing.
There are worse ways to wake up with 5 hours missing, Chapel pointed out. I'm going Minnesotan with her.
Right.
Waving her fork around as she chuckled. I had frog legs in my hand when I came to.
Everyone stopped eating and looked to the other end of the table. The blonde nurse carried on chewing away as though she hadn't said anything of note. She also seemed oblivious to the disgusted expressions spreading around the dinner table.
Frog legs, Chris repeated. Surely not.
Chapel noticed the stares and frowned, not understanding the sudden mood change. Yeah, I assume Begga was trying out some new treatments. She went right back to eating, whilst the rest of the table shared concerned looks.
Just when you thought it couldn't get any weirder, number one drawled. Oh, we should have saved the drawl for her.
Right, yeah. Pike locked eyes with La'an, an unspoken agreement passing between the two. There would need to be another sweep of the ship. The paperwork that was going to create wasn't worth thinking about.
And that was The Missing 5 Hours by Miss Inquisitive Sci-Fi. Oh, I do love this idea that, like, sort of debriefings are done in the captain's quarters over dinner.
Yes.
It does seem like a wonderful place to work.
The quarters, yes. I mean, he does have lovely quarters with the fireplace and the food stations.
But imagine if you just don't like his cooking.
Yeah, then it sucks.
Yeah, like then you're outski, right? There's no way that he's going to keep you on board if you like make excuses to dodge his dinners, because everybody's got like different tastes.
You sure know how to make an omelette.
Oh, you have a practiced hand, says Pulaski to Riker as he
butchers an omelette.
He just pours like a single whisked egg onto a dry griddle where it curdles immediately.
Well, you know why they only make omelettes with one egg in France, right?
Oh, yes. Yes, Kay, because one egg, because in French, one egg is enough.
Yes.
Yeah, there we go. Boo.
Very good. So, we have something queued up for next week as well, as we say here.
Another episode of Star Trek, which one is that?
That would be That Hope Is You Part 1, Discovery 301.
I don't know why I keep doing the high voice when it comes to Chief, but I always feel like, you know, a child who is...
Mommy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Addressing one of their parents and sort of pigeon superstition every now and again, like I get what I want, and I use this tone of voice. I'm just going to keep using it. Because it's the successful tone of voice seems to program them. And after that, we're going to read another story.
Yes, it will be. Well, I have the preview here. The captain and his first officer are being debriefed about their encounter with the Voth.
With the Voth? Ooh.
Yes.
Which takes place several years after the episode Distant Origin from Star Trek Voyager Season 3, Episode 23, which we've also done on this very podcast.
Oh, yes.
It's the one with the dinosaurs. Dinosaurs! Oh, interesting.
Okay.
So looking forward to that. See you next week, and then afterward, more stories. I'm Kaki.
I'm Kay, and I need to push a button. Sake.
I'm going to have
this. I'm leaving Starfleet.
Energize!
I'm going to have that tattooed on you while you're asleep.
I need to push a button.
We hope you've enjoyed this week's episode with your friends Kay and Kaki. Production and editing by Chief Engineer Greg, and music by Fox Amor. Join us next week for That Hope Is You Part 1, Discovery 301, followed by Distant Origin, Painful Truth, the fanfiction reading. Visit joyoftrek.com/links to send us your recommendations, support us on Patreon, or to find us on Blue Sky. We'd love to hear from you. Thank you for listening to The Joy of Trek, and we'll see you out there.